Okay, this is the second lesson of lesson 27, unit 6 on shapes. Last time, and we're looking at the number book. The last time we were talking about how to put shapes together to make other shapes, and that's what we're going to continue talking about. This is page 180. And at the top of the page, it again says, understanding putting shapes together. How can you put shapes together? Okay, if we took last time 2 triangles, we put them together and we got a rhombus. Rhombus has 4 sides, they're the same length. Then we took a rhombus and we put it together with another triangle and we made a trapezoid. Put that trapezoid over top of that, it fits. And if we put a rhombus over this, it fits. Then we took 6 triangles and we made a hexagon. If you put a hexagon over that, it fits. Okay, so those are different shapes that we can put together to make another shape. Okay, so down here at the bottom it asks you, it says you can make the same shape in different ways. Show other ways to put together shapes to make a hexagon. Last time we talked about several ways that you could put together to make a hexagon. So this one, they're already starting out with one rhombus. What else do we want to put in here to make a hexagon? Okay, we could put a line here, and that would give us 1, 2, 3 rhombuses. Or we could put lines here, and we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. Or we could not put those lines there, and we would have a trapezoid, a rhombus, and a triangle. Okay, before we had we put 4 triangles. Okay, or we could put 2 rhombus. Okay, so over here, how do we want to do it? Do we want to put, and here you need to draw the lines. So you decide whether you want to put just a line here and have a trapezoid and a triangle, or whether you want to put a line here and not here and have 1, 2, 3 rhombus, or you can put lines here and you would have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. Decide which one you want to do. Here, we could, it says to make this into, to put shapes together, make this hexagon. We could put 2 trapezoids, so you would just put a line straight across like that. Or you could put triangle here and a triangle here. So you would end up having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles. Or erase this line. Wait a minute. You would have 1. That would be back to this one, having 3 rhombus. However way that you want to do it to make their different shapes. Then, if we go to our book with the animals, and we turn to page 249, we have the parent page, And it shows different ways here to make a hexagon to help parents to understand what we're doing here. And different ways to make a trapezoid. And the explanations on the page. Also here, you could even cut out these shapes and use these to help you with making shapes if you want to, or cut out to use to help make your other shapes. Okay, here it says you can put shapes together to make new shapes. Okay, one thing we did not do the last time, we did not take two squares and put them together, because if you take two squares and put them together, what do you get? You get a rectangle, because now they're not equal length. This side is longer than this side, but this side and this side are the same length, and this side and this side. So that makes it a rectangle. And the corners stay square corners, because both the square and the rectangle have to have square corners. So you could put two squares together and get a rectangle, as you see here. Two trapezoids, as we've seen, to make a hexagon. Making a hexagon, or three rhombuses together to make a hexagon, as we saw before, where you put the three rhombus together and make a hexagon. Okay, down at the bottom here. Okay, here it says use pattern blocks or shapes from the pattern block set. You don't have those at home, so we'll have to do the best we can. It says show two ways to put together shapes to make a trapezoid. Okay, what can we put together to make this trapezoid? Now we're going to have to do two different ways. Okay, what's the first way we could do it? What shapes? Okay, is that just plain old trapezoid? No, we want to put together shapes, so that's already together. So we're going to have to put shapes. Now, can I use a hexagon? No, because a hexagon's bigger than a trapezoid. That's not going to work. It's not going to do any good to use another hexagon or another trapezoid. So I have to go to shapes that are smaller. Next shape I would have would be a trapezoid, or not a trapezoid, a rhombus. Does that work? Yes. Could I put another rhombus there? Would another rhombus fit? No, it's going to be too big, isn't it? Okay, so what would fit there? Let's try the next smaller shape. Well, it's not going to work if my book's not laying flat, is it? So a rhombus and a triangle. So when I'm down here with my shape, I need to make a triangle out of this. Now, here I could have put my triangle, but that's too big for that. So if I want a triangle, I have to start at a corner. So I'm going to start at a corner and come down to the bottom. And there I've got a triangle. I've got a rhombus and a triangle with one, just drawing one line. Okay, over here. What else could I do to make a trapezoid? Well, before I used a rhombus and a triangle. Okay, now let's keep going smaller. We're going to have to change one of these shapes for something smaller. So I can change a rhombus and get what? A rhombus can be made by putting together two triangles, right? So how many triangles have I used to make the rhombus? 1, 2, 3. So how am I going to draw that here? Well, I know that a triangle has to have 3 corners. So there's a corner. So up to the corner and up to the corner. So I have 1, 2, 3. With 2 lines, I made 3 triangles in that inside of that. Okay, I do wish so much that you had your blocks so that you could practice this, because I know that with just my doing it here, it's not the same as you practicing on your own. Okay, but let's look at your homework book then. The book with the animals on it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm afraid I had the wrong book. No, we were looking at the homework book. I'm getting confused, aren't I? I've done 3 or 4 of these lessons now today, and so I am getting a little tired and confused. Okay, so that was the front of the book, the page. So let's turn the next page, and this is what you're going to be doing for homework. Now, this is going to be something that's going to be, you're going to have to think a lot to do it, okay? So show different ways to make a hexagon. Okay, you're going to have to draw lines in here. It has to be 4 different ways. They can't be the same thing. Remember, you can draw trapezoids, you can use triangles, and you can use rhombus. Remember, you can have 2 rhombus, so that means you would just draw a straight line. You can have 1, or not rhombus, but 1 trapezoid and a rhombus and a triangle. So you would draw your line, and then here you would have to draw a line coming from the middle down to here. Okay, you're going to be trying different ways. See what you can do. Okay, the question says, Buzz and Boom each have 3 rhombuses. Buzz says he can put them together to make a trapezoid. Boom says he can put them together to make a hexagon. So draw to show who is right. So 1 is saying they can use 3 rhombuses together to make a trapezoid. The other one says, no, 3 rhombuses would make a hexagon. Who's right? Buzz, who says make a trapezoid. Boom, who says make a rhombus, or make a hexagon. So circle it, whether it's Buzz or Boom, and then whichever one is right, draw the rhombuses in there to show how it works. Okay, thank you, and enjoy, and don't get frustrated, just keep trying. And if you take your pencil and you draw lightly, it's easier to erase if you make a mistake. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.